Hi and welcome back. And today we have another great video with Michi, and today he learns what other countries think is American, which is not actually American. You know, in the last video, I don't know if I do it like this. So I really love this video because, you know, I learned a lot of things where I thought or where I was all the time lied to that those things are American. I hope my brother has the same reaction to it or like the same, like finally I get it. So, but before we do that, if you want to have more videos with my brother, you should definitely, hit a thumbs up and a like. That's the same. And subscribe, of course. Hit a thumbs up and subscribe because, you know, then we see you like this content and it would help us really, really much to push this video out to more people and get those 100K. Thank you so much for that. And if you just want to support me or see more of me, you can definitely check out my Patreon and channel memberships. Don't feel obligated to, but if you want, the links are in the description. And thank you so much for everybody who does. And now, let's go.
My name is JJ. So let me
Hi,
show
JJ.
you a photo that one of my European friends sent me the other day. It's of the American foods section of
we
his
have
local
something of
supermarket.
that.
Yeah.
I forget what country, but I've been to Europe enough times to know that sections like this are common all over the continent. Even though the resolution isn't that great, if you're from America, I'm sure you can make out a few products. We got goldfish,
It's like-
airheads, Pop-Tarts.
It's like only
The junk food stuff. Yeah.
only the bad stuff.
Like-
yeah,
I mean, peanut butter is always in there. And that is peanut butter.
yeah,
is great.
but I eat peanut butter like every day.
Actually, first thing he bought here in Vietnam is peanut butter.
Yeah, so that's good. But every other stuff is like junk food and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we have always like at Super Bowl we have a Super Bowl area where we can eat. I don't know what.
I don't know, chicken? No.
Yeah, it's like some stuff like.
But it's not like healthy stuff, or that's like always, I think also where this Americans are fat comes from, because if you just see those streets, basically the American aisle is in our supermarkets always the candy aisle, basically.
Yeah.
One sauce, gluten-free hazelnut coffee mate. Now the question would be whether this is actually an accurate portrayal of American food or simply a heavily exoticized one. Exoticism is a term used to describe the tendency of thinking of foreign cultures only in terms of how they differ from your own. This then leads to the habit of wrongly assuming that the weirder some foreign thing is, the more culturally traditional it must surely be. So in this case, obviously Americans don't actually eat things like Oreo cereal or spreadable marshmallow fluff all that much, but they're nevertheless marketed as being super American because such products fit a certain European stereotype of Americans as a people who eat all of this decadent, high
So they don't eat it at all?
I think it's like there are two things that they eat, but not in this combination maybe.
So they don't eat marshmallow fluff and Oreos
Together,
together.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, saying like a German, we eat Brezel or pretzels, and we eat, I don't know, sausages. Okay, we actually eat pretzel and sausages, fuck. What is a good example?
Bro, I can't imagine what is typically German now.
Yeah, I see that they basically put like in a cheese dip or in a beer dip, like brezel, which we would never do, right?
Yeah.
We have brezel basically always like dry or with butter.
Americans are, of course, just as guilty of doing this as anyone. Many supermarkets over here have the so-called world food section, featuring imported products from other countries, often presented in some equally exoticized display. Ooh, puto. Exoticizing goes hand in hand with the other phenomenon we talked about the other week, faux-authenticity. This is basically when you use a bunch of stereotypes of some foreign place to come up with a product or tradition that you then inaccurately present as being some normal part of their culture. Chinese fortune cookies, which are not actually a thing in China, but play into a certain exotic stereotype of the Chinese as mysterious fortune tellers, would be a classic example. Anyway, today I thought we would look at
I thought all of my life that they come actually from China, right?
Yeah.
Confucius says blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
They don't. I think it's some marketing gag.
I tried to find out what is typically
German.
American.
Also, yeah.
What do we think about America, the whole time that it is there?
Burger, fries. I mean,
Yeah,
that's true, but
But that's
I mean,
why we
that's
watch
the video. Yeah, that's
so-
the video.
Examples of faux-authentic American traditions as practiced by non-Americans around the world, and see what they can teach us about some of the interesting ways that Americans continue to be.
I remember one, but it comes later in the video.
So, I lived in Japan briefly, and while I was there, I was able to see perhaps one of the world's most infamous faux-authentic American traditions up close: fried chicken on Christmas. So, Christmas is a pretty weird holiday for the Japanese to be celebrating in the first place, given it is not remotely a Christian country. But they do, and in a mostly superficial way that focuses on things like decorations and foods above even
Please hit like and subscribe. It would help me so much. Thank you.
things like family or presents. And a lot of this superficiality, in turn, is heavily filtered through assumptions of what Americans do. And apparently the Japanese have been convinced.
So they just tried to copy Americans
Yeah.
on Christmas. Okay. Yeah.
Everybody sits there as Santa Claus.
KFC bucket.
Everybody sits there. I don't know what this costume is. Is it even a chicken or something?
No, I think it's a deer.
Ah, okay, Rudolph, yeah.
Eating fried chicken, especially KFC fried chicken, is the traditional.
What the fuck? They are
Every
giving them,
American goes to KFC and
and they present. They give it to the other.
Yeah.
Like a present. It's crazy.
When you're in Japan around Christmas time, you will see big ads for special fried chicken Christmas combo deals all over the place. And a lot of Japanese kids will look forward to having a big KFC feast on December 25th. This faux-authentic
Think about
tradition
it,
was
like
supposedly...
it's not only like fried chicken; it's from a specific company.
Yeah.
Like in
Like
America,
everyone-
there's only one company
Yeah,
that
like
does fried
everyone
chicken.
is going to KFC on Christmas. So
Yeah,
The idea of just one man, Takashi Okawara.
it's like, you know, we only drink Polana or something, like only one beer.
And I asked myself, what did they do on Christmas before there was KFC?
Yeah, exactly.
So-
There was on
ran
Christmas.
the first Japanese KFC franchise and claims to have made up the Christmas thing as a marketing gimmick in the 1970s.
And after a few years, KFC for Christmas starts to get popular in Japan. And NHK, which is a national broadcaster, comes in to interview Mr. Okawara, and they want to know if KFC is an American Christmas tradition.
You are selling Kentucky Fried Chicken so well in Christmas, and is there a common custom in overseas? And I would, I know that there people are not eating chicken, they're eating turkey. But I said, yes.
That's the thing that I did not like know, because I think it's only like on Thanksgiving, you know, from the
Turkey,
yeah, like turkey.
No.
I still regret that.
I found a lot of Japanese people were quite shocked when I told them that no one in America actually eats fried chicken on Christmas, and that if anything, eating fast food on Christmas would be
So it isn't even like a meme. So
It's just a straight up lie.
yeah, they try.
They're just lied to, yeah.
Yeah, they really think that every American is eating chicken,
Yeah.
fried chicken on Christmas.
It's just lied to them.
a fairly trashy thing in American culture. But then again, I'm sure that a lot of Americans would also be shocked to learn that Japanese people do not eat sushi with rice on the outside. Speaking of fast food, another wild,
I mean,
authentic American
we have always a black thing out in on the outside,
Yeah.
right? Like an
Like a-
algae,
Yeah.
algae, or I don't know. Yeah.
thing I have experienced firsthand on my travels is the Dutch practice of eating what they call American-style sauce on their French fries. You can buy it at places like McDonald's or in big bottles at the store. It's not that bad. I would describe it as
I mean, we
basically
have this
what you would
too,
get.
but I think it's called burger sauce. But there's always also an American flag on it,
Or
right?
pommes sauce.
Yeah, like fries. Pommes
Fried
are
sauce.
fries, by the
Ah,
way.
yeah, fried
Yeah, but there's with such things, there's always an American flag somewhere on,
Yeah,
on the packaging. So you could say that we do it the same.
Really,
yeah.
on everything that's not healthy.
And has to do somehow with burgers.
yeah, it's crazy.
If you put mayonnaise and relish together in the blender. An even weirder Dutch food, however, is what they call filet Americain, or American préparé in Belgium, which is a kind of pâté made of raw ground beef and often eaten on toast
Lol,
or
we have
crackers.
this in Germany,
Yeah,
right?
it's Leberwurst.
No, I think it's Mad Eagle.
Oh, or Mad-Eagle.
Yeah, we have this in also we don't think it's American, but it's a German thing actually, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, look at this stuff.
It's disgusting.
It could be anything, so...
Yeah.
Pâté made of raw ground beef and often eaten on toast or crackers. There are a lot of theories about how this weird and possibly dangerous dish became associated with Americans. But when I was there, people told me it was because during the war, there had become this stereotype that American soldiers all ate their steaks super rare, and then the Dutch beef industry just kind of ran with that. That is almost certainly an apocryphal story, but hey, apocryphal stories are one of the key foundations upon which faux-authentic traditions are built. In the comment section of my original faux-authentic video, a bunch of my non-American friends had some fun examples of their own of various head-scratching things they've seen marketed as being American style in their own countries. For example, some of my British viewers noted that British supermarkets sometimes sell supposed American-style hot dogs in jars of brine. Load up on that big stateside flavor, proclaims this ad. But if
it's like it doesn't have anything to do with America. It is produced in our country, and just the label is...
It's just a lie. It's just a straight up lie.
Yeah.
In jars of brine are too weird for you, they do also sell them in cans of brine as well. Hot dogs are, of course, one of the great exoticized symbols of American cuisine in much of the world, and as a result, slapping hot dogs on something is always a surefire way to market it as being American style. For example, in a lot of places, pizzas with hot dogs on them are presented as being American style pizzas, either sliced up hot dogs as in this German pizza,
yeah,
or
I could see that,
wieners, as in this one from South Korea. In Italy, meanwhile, a American pizza is apparently one with bits of hot dog and French fries. In Brazil, they sell allegedly California style.
That's such a, hot dog, great, right? Fries, great. Pizza, great. But don't put those three things together.
Yeah.
With pineapple, figs, plums, and those bright red cherries.
Well, I like my pizza just without all that stuff and just a little bit of salami.
Salami, yeah.
Though nothing can top this story from my friend Daniel. My friend was doing graduate work in Poland and went out to eat and saw American pizza on the menu. When she ordered it, it came out as a plain cheese pizza, and the guy brought a can of creamed corn and poured it directly onto the pizza right there at the table. Many Americans who had lived or traveled abroad were equally keen to regale me with horror stories about what other countries seem to think a traditional American-style
there
breakfast.
Will come something from Germany up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Among other things, they described being served breakfasts that included stuff like baked beans, garlic bread.
I mean, that's more British, right?
Yeah,
like
baked beans. I just wanted to say that.
Garlic bread, I would say basically Italian?
Yeah, yeah.
And of course, hot dogs. One guy even complained about being served green orange juice in China.
Bro, I was in Great Britain,
yeah.
And the photo we saw here, it
so
really
British
it really remembers me for the food. It's crazy. Like, you put everything together, it's cold, and it doesn't have any flavor together. It's a crazy culture.
And of course,
yeah, I will live there.
One guy even complained about being served green orange juice in China. Talking of Asia, many of my Asian friends told me about a dish that is apparently common in many Asian countries, known as American fried rice. This evidently consists of rice cooked with ketchup, corn, and raisins, accompanied by a side of various stereotypical American delicacies like hot dogs, slices of bologna, fried eggs, and chicken nuggets, plus more ketchup. But my favorite story of a faux-authentic American dish comes from my friend Camilo in Colombia. In Colombia, we have American-style hot dogs, which are enormous hot dogs with a chorizo wiener topped with melted cheese, crumbled potato chips, various sauces, and quail eggs. I was able to verify this with a photo. Camilo continues, "We named it that because of a common belief in Latin America that people in the USA eat big-sized foods with a lot of toppings and all of that. You can't believe how disappointed I was when I tried an actual hot dog in the USA.
Yeah.
All right, now let us do a lightning round of a few other much beloved, allegedly American foods from around the world. Americaners, which are
Germany.
I like that.
Germany. We have been lied to, basically.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know who came up with this idea, but it's... Bro, this man...
Does it have something to do? I don't know. Does it say something?
No.
By the way, when I look at this, if you just make a little mustache here, it looks a little bit reminiscent of Adolf Hitler. Yeah, it's just total lie, right?
Yeah. But they taste great.
They taste good, yeah.
So I don't mind the lie.
But I don't think anybody, if you give this to an American,
And they don't know what to do with that.
Yeah, they don't even know it, I think.
These similar but distinct American cakes that the Poles make, which are these little doughy lumps with frosted undersides. An American sandwich, or a pan American, which is some sort of beef and French fry sandwich that they sell in France.
But it looks good.
Yeah.
Salad.
So I'm a fan of döner. I don't know if you know döner. And I put in my
Maybe
döner...
kebab.
Yeah, and I put in my döner like French fries and more of the meat. Just tastes amazing.
Kind of mayonnaise and carrot salad sold in Spain, and American dressing, a creamy sauce that the Swedes eat that's made of pickles, mayonnaise, and hot sauce, and sold in tubes. Now available in bacon flavor. But authentic Americana is
That's
not
for
just
me.
limited.
When I think about America, I think about
Bacon.
yeah, bacon, right?
Bacon is really American. For me.
Yeah. Because we have also like ham, but we never do it like bacon-wise,
Yeah.
right?
To food, of course. A number of my foreign friends were eager to inform me that these things, which I guess we would call red solo cups, are a subject of considerable fascination in other parts of the world, where they are often sold as glamorous American party cups.
Yeah, we are just using them for beer pong.
Yeah, but when you think about this, I think in every movie about the American high school life, it's always red cups,
it's
right?
always this.
Yeah, so I totally get why.
Yeah.
This copy from this British online store.
What the
Everything
fuck?
about
How
these
much?
party cups. I love this copy from this
80 for 1,000. So basically, 8 cents per cup. Okay, that's okay.
online store. Everything about these disposable red American party cups says party.
Party.
Whether you're planning a barbecue or a wild night of beer pong and American pop music, these red party cups are the perfect disposable option. Instantly recognizable from a number of American films such as the American Pie series and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, these disposable cups are durable
it's like-
enough for even the wild.
It's like you buy some of the
The original cups.
yeah, so from the movies.
Yeah.
of parties.
Look, this is the toilet cleaner thing, you know? They also had one in this movie. You can buy it.
Bill, however, they call a cup that looks like this an American cup.
I-
Brazilians also
that
call
looks-
Americana.
placemats
Like, which
that
which
looks
country
like
do you think about this?
Yes.
Tell me also in the comments. Let's see if it's the same answer like last year. What do you think about, like, which country would this be?
Maybe Italian
Okay.
or more in South Asia.
Really? I would
Yeah.
immediately say France.
No.
Okay.
American cup. Brazilians also call placemats American sets for some reason. They have
I
a
think they are
similar
very
situation
German, actually, yeah. It's a very German
The
thing. to-
mats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
in Italy, where a placemat is known as an American tablecloth. Are placemats really that American of a thing? My friend Marcelo, meanwhile, tells me this story. I visited Chile one time, and they have stores out there called American stores. These stores are actually just thrift stores, but they call them that because they mostly have American types of clothing, such as American football jerseys,
Okay,
American
yeah, I
brands,
get that.
American college shirts, etc. It was pretty funny, to be honest. This reminds me of
I
another
mean, I see
wild
quite many
story.
people still walking around here, like, or not here, but in Europe with such American shirts, right?
Yeah. So like basketball.
Yeah. Or like football jersey. Or also, I see so often this Harvard jersey, and I was always like, oh my god, have you been to Harvard? No. Like, not
Just
even.
merch.
Yeah, but not even like bought it there. Just, no, I bought it in, I don't know, in this city here in Germany.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Tell you from my time in Japan. There was this neighborhood in Tokyo called Harajuku.
I mean, that's
that was
a
known-
business idea, you know. I don't know. Seemingly, there's no copyright issues with Harvard just on the jersey, so just print them,
Or
right?
they're getting pretty rich. If there is.
Yeah, maybe.
having a lot of cool hipster fashion stores, and they would have these American fashion stores where they would sell like Tommy Hilfiger and Supreme and all of that. But in order to have the full American experience, they would employ these big black guys wearing, you know, do-rags and chains and basketball jerseys to stand out front of the stores and beckon the Japanese people to come in. But these guys were not actually African American.
Imagine you're just a typical Japanese tourist.
Oh,
or-
there's a black guy that must be American.
Other literal African immigrants from places like
I
Senegal
mean,
or
we are all the time getting called like Russians here because, you
Yeah.
know, just blonde guy, Russian, you know. Although I think Russian faces are pretty distinct.
Yeah, I think they are pretty. I don't know how to say it, bullish.
They're pretty like.
Yeah, they have a pretty strong face. Strong.
Dominant cheekbones.
Dominant
cheekbones.
Who I assume were much cheaper to hire. And they would be trying to lure you into these stores with their cool American hip-hop slang, but spoken through these thick African accents from people who, in many cases, clearly barely understood English. Now, in Russia, there is nothing the kids love more.
Yesterday, there was a woman, I say out in the supermarket, just wearing the American flag.
Wearing?
Yeah, as a dress.
Wow.
And I was like, I bet you speak no English, like everybody in Vietnam here. No English at all.
Oh, it was a Vietnamese.
Yeah, Vietnamese. Yeah,
Vietnamese.
just giving a for massage, attracting probably American customers or something like that. I don't know.
And did she speak English?
I did not speak to her.
Ah, okay.
Because Vietnamese people, when you speak to them, are pretty annoying. When they want to sell you something. Normal people are cool.
Park and riding the American slide, which is what they call roller coasters over there, which is kind of ironic since in a lot of other European countries they call roller coasters Russian mountains, and the historians seem to agree that they were actually invented in Russia as well.
We call it the eight line, basically. Achterbahn. Acht means eight, and Bahn means something like line, or the trails.
Yeah, trail.
Americans would much rather be associated with roller coasters than brass knuckles, or as the French call them, American fists. Which is called American.
I would say like a Russian fist or something, like mafia.
We just say Schlagring, so like
beat ring, yeah.
In Spain. All right, now let us close with a really good summary of what is perhaps one of the best examples of a faux-authentic American phenomenon that wound up going mainstream in America itself. My friend Christopher writes, I think one example of something that is a product of a foreign country's idea of American culture that America kind of reappropriated for itself is the spaghetti western film genre. As the name suggests, the genre originated in Italy as Italian filmmakers made movies based on a largely mythical understanding of the American West. American filmmakers then began to import the style in their own films about the American West, and it proved very popular among American filmgoers, even if its representation of the Wild West is only very loosely based on the truth. A very recent film that utilizes
for example, I asked once in my video, what do you think, which state or which region do you think about when you think about a cowboy?
A cowboy? Some in the middle. So like Texas,
really? Yeah. You mean the middle of horizontally?
Middle of the country, not in the middle.
Not north.
Yeah.
Like exactly, Texas, right?
Texas.
And there were not the cowboys. They said not at all.
Not at all.
So I was also like, what the hell?
The spaghetti western tropes is the Quentin Tarantino film Django Unchained. The term spaghetti western is itself also quite interesting because, as we discussed in the previous video, spaghetti has become one of the most Americanized Italian foods in the US. So there is something wonderfully poetic and circular about using the name of an Americanized Italian food to describe Italianized American history. So I hope you enjoyed these two deep dives into the exciting world of faux-authentic culture. If you have any ideas of how I could stretch out this premise any further, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out the first video.
Awesome.
Pretty unique.
I will see you next week.
Yeah,
cool video.
Yeah, it was a great video, and I mean, many things we don't do, but like in some cases, like for example with the sauces, even the things that are not just done like American sauce, but there's always an American flag on it, or every burger bun is always an American flag. On every how to say it, the dried fried onions, always American flags on it, right? Or some pickles.
I try to imagine right now some stuff where there's a German flag on it in America.
Sauerkraut, some sausages will be that stuff, beer maybe, something like that. Brezel. Yeah, they are crazy, but they are more more like big ones, but like the little ones that are crispy.
Yeah.
Those are big basically. It's not like as soft and chewy as ours.
Okay.
Yeah. At least from what I've heard. So basically this one and sauerkraut. They even call us kraut.
Kraut.
Yeah, kraut.
Okay. Kraut.
Which makes I think Americans are so obsessed with how much sauerkraut we eat, which we eat it.
I like sauerkraut,
but how often do we eat it? Once a month, at most.
Once per 2 months.
Yeah. So We don't eat it at all. Like, I don't know, maybe 1 kilogram in a year or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Less.
Less even. So yeah. So I hope you liked it as well. And tell us more what he here should learn about America. And we see each other in the next one. Until then, bye.
Peace out.